Topic that comes up invariably today, not just among Benedictines or people who study the rule, but living in our country and watching the world around us, is leadership. What are the qualities of good leadership? How can we inculcate them in others? How can we do our best to recognize when they're present, to support them and give them a certain credit that is deserving of them, and recognize that so often their roots are roots that are spiritually sound. So I think we look in the rule and find that we have two chapters on the abbot, chapter 2 and 64, which to my mind are incredibly full of wisdom. And Benedict uses both his own experience as a leader in a monastic community and an incredibly insightful understanding of human nature and the right spiritual motivation. We have, even at our academy, an emphasis, of course, on leadership. And two of our Benedictine hallmarks are discipline and a certain sense of obedience in correspondence to good leadership. I'd like to change that a little bit and just emphasize discipline, but also discernment, discretion. These are qualities eminently suitable for Benedict to the leader of a monastic community, and I would say any community. So to focus on one of the two main chapters in the rule, chapter 2, when Benedict speaks of the abbot, he says that the abbot is to show equal love to everyone and apply the same discipline to all, according to their merits. Unpack that phrase. There's no favoritism. There's a univocal discipline everyone is to follow, and everyone has an equal love that is to be given. But it's according to their merits. Our merits differ. And this is where the discretion comes in. This is where discernment comes in. Benedict is wanting the abbot to really have a very sensitive and discerning understanding of the differences in character and mode for the monks. And in chapter 64, he goes into that in great detail. And he also says that the abbot himself needs to be the person who is the model for this. For example, he says, excitable, anxious, extreme, obstinate, jealous, or over-suspicious, he must not be. Such a person is never at rest. Instead, he must show forethought and consideration in what he does. He should be discerning and moderate. And there, too, we see this incredible understanding of balance and a way in which Benedict has the abbot personify what he wants for all the monks, a peacefulness that is there with an order of the day, and an understanding of how all the monks should be able to derive from the person who is their spiritual leader a sense of confidence in what is being done. Of course, for the abbot, as for all leaders, they have to set the example. And Benedict says in chapter 64, the abbot should keep this rule in every particular, so that when he has administered well, he will hear from the Lord what we hear in the Gospels. You do well, good and faithful servant. I think the way in which these qualities can be highlighted today show us how there is lacking that understanding not only of discernment and discipline, but also other Benedictine hallmarks to go with that. Humility, stewardship, a real understanding of order in the best sense of that word. There's a wholeness to each monastic quality we have, a practice, and the abbot administers that with consistency, but also is forever sensitive to the differences in personality, in talent and gifts, and he needs to have that understanding be reflected in what he does in his judgments and policy. I would really encourage people, we have all types of how-to books and how to improve leadership. Chapters 2, chapter 64 of the rule really reinforce this quality of leadership with respect to discernment, discretion, and a discipline that factors in human qualities, but also taps the Lord's graces that we always need to apply to every human situation.